In this video, I'm going to be giving you 3 reasons why I think that you should have a girlfriend. Let me start off by saying, welcome to the broadcast. If you're new here, I'm Alec Hawkins, and I help people go full-time with their art, whether they're a creative writer, a musician, a painter, a filmmaker. I'm here to help you chip away the superfluous pieces of yourself and life so you can focus on what you need to get done. I'm a big believer in change your mind, change your life, say no to everything but the one thing. Just let's keep it simple. Let's realize that we already have everything we need to get started. All we have to do is the work. But I've seen something that has come up a lot about, should I get a girlfriend right now while I'm trying to level up my life, or should I completely avoid romance and get my life together and get to that good place and then start like the whining and dying and watching the scary movies and the jump scare snuggle. We're gonna get into all of that, but first I want to preface this video with saying this is all coming from my own life experiences as well as my own ideals. That imprint runs deep, baby. And I'm coming from a very specific place, and one of the biggest things I learned in grad school was the more specific, the more personal, the more localized something is, the more universal. That's why everybody loves E.T., Jaws, and The Exorcist, because they're just stories that every culture can relate to. So jumping right in to why I believe that having a girlfriend at any time is great. And I understand why some of y'all would think, no, I have no money right now, or I'm afraid to bring her over to my apartment, or like I've got nothing going. I get all that. So let me give you these 3 things, and I think you'll understand kind of the paradox of all of it, and why, on one hand, don't have a girlfriend right now, if you could even get one, but then on the other side, watch how your life changes when you get a girlfriend. So 1, she inspires you. Okay, yes, I do mean waking up in the morning and writing the greatest love song ever written because you just had a wonderful, fulfilling night with her. But I'm also just talking about she inspires you to be the best you, right? I mean, you're feeling this girl, you're feeling yourself, and man, sometimes when a breakup happens, it's not her that you miss. Hell, it may not even be the relationship that you were truly in love with. What you miss is the person you were when you were with her. So it's a life changer. I speak from experience. When a woman comes into your life and you're like, I'm not going to live like this anymore. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to start doing the thing. And when you worship and adore someone and they reciprocate that, I didn't say that word right 3 takes ago, but when they're matching that energy and you just feel like this girl's into me, your confidence, purpose and meaning is all coming together, it can be really wonderful, and great things are going to happen. All right, when you're loving somebody and they're loving you back, great things happen, especially when you're an artist. Oh my God, I mean, when we're not going to war over Helen of Troy, we are, creating art about her. So, to put that step in kind of a nutshell, what I'm talking about is basic needs, right? You may be worried about even getting a girlfriend because your basic needs aren't getting met. You don't even have a nice couch for her to sit on. So you're probably at a point in your life where you've met some of those needs and she's ready to come in. So now you're really getting some basic needs met. And that's 2, meeting your basic needs. So how are you going to create when you're stressed out? You're worried about bills, debt, deadlines, drama, health, pending resolution. If you are stressed out right now and you got a long way to go, but you are having a love affair, then she might quiet down some of that stuff. You might be able to go to your stressful day job and get it done, and then like have the energy and the motivation to be like, all right, I'm gonna get home tonight, I'm gonna work on that screenplay. My ideal romantic relationship would calm these stresses. A good woman helps to ease that weight by, you know, bringing peace and beauty into your life. But more importantly, if you have a good woman, this is a sign that you are competent, that you're already doing better financially than you may realize. But definitely you're doing better than most men, obviously, if you have a romantic relationship with a woman. So 2, basic needs are being met. And that brings us to 3. She shuts down all those open tabs in your brain. Get with a woman. It's a satisfying sexual relationship. You're having a good time. There's a thing that closes off in a man's mind where all of a sudden, like, he's not, who's that? Oh, she's hot, I think, maybe. That goes away. And you may not even notice that or realize that's the thing, but wait until you get single again. Or if you're single right now, think about it. And I'm talking about, like, being, your attention and focus being divided by the presence of women around you. And this may not be so much like your coworkers or your friend's girlfriend. I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking more about women you don't know when you're out in public, and, you know, just a woman who is attractive enough, a woman who is close enough to your type where it just gets your attention. So it's you know, especially if you live in a more rural area, a small town. I won't speak for city folk because, I mean, you're just seeing like a million people all the time. But I'm sure if you saw a really beautiful woman, she'd get your attention. But yeah, it's the equivalency of having a browser that just has all these open tabs, and it's like, I can't concentrate. Like, who is that? Who is that? Is that my woman? Who is that? Believe me, it's a thing that guys experience. And it's not just dudes who want to get in committed relationships and like settle down and find that LTR. I think it's all dudes, because it also just comes down to, even the brutish dude wants to spread his seed, you know, just unconsciously, like, just can't help it. So we're always going to be like, what? She's interesting, maybe. You get a girlfriend, you get comfortable, you like her, you're having fun. That shit goes away. And now it's even easier to get that mental bandwidth under control, where again, if you're like a part-time artist, you can still focus on your day job and then come home and work on some stuff. And if you're still listening now, I'm going to give you a bonus, and I've saved this till the end because this is the most important one. And this transcends just romantic relationships. It, you know, goes for like friends and family too. But when it comes to your lover, she's observing you, and to be observed is essential. There is a time for solitude, but when we're alone, it's like we're working on stuff, we're getting shit done. Maybe we're learning a little bit, but we're not so much learning as just getting that muscle memory and just like getting more efficient. You can't be alone forever. You've got to be observed. But here's the issue with friends and family. Friends and family know you, but y'all have still found a way to avoid certain uncomfortable things. So it's like, all right, with, you know, my folks, I won't do this or bring this up. With my friends, like, I'll never bring up like who I'm dating again because they embarrass me. You know, that kind of thing. We learn how to move around each other's quirks, anxieties, and fears. With your lover, there ain't no way to hide that. She's going to show you who you really are and where your deficiencies are. And even better, you are going to go through stuff with her that you only go through with a lover. Because like I just said, you can hide that shit from your friends and family. You don't even know you're hiding it. You're just avoiding things. But with her, there ain't no way. Women are the greatest teachers. It's gonna break your heart and make you really look at yourself, okay? Make you really look at yourself. So I think that is just absolutely essential for the artist, for the entrepreneur, for the You're gonna learn things about yourself you never knew. There's gonna be patterns that you fall into where you're like, man, I did that same thing with that other really hot girl I loved. It's like, am I jealous? Am I insecure? Where is this coming from? So she's going to teach you that stuff. And, we don't learn when we're having fun. We learn when we're having a terrible time. So if this scares you, if you're like, I don't want that, like, man, dude, like, do you want to get better? Do you want to get better? Then get a girlfriend. Because you're going to learn where your deficiencies are. So, in conclusion, she's going to inspire you. She's going to satiate your animal needs so you can focus on your work. There's little growth in solitude. It's for work and rest alone. But when quality people observe our day-to-day, we rise to the occasion, okay? So it can happen with a mentor. It can happen with quality friends and colleagues. But with a lover, she's going to change your life, in more ways that you can know. And then the hard truth is, if you're still watching this, like, yeah, it may be very hard for some of you to get a girlfriend because you got a lot of work to do. If you do find someone and she changes your life and, gives you the courage to go all in on your business, all in on your art, just understand that when that day does come, when y'all's relationship isn't serving each other anymore, just do your best to leave that relationship as better people than when you came in, and then embrace being single again, because when it's solitude time, it's time for rest and work. You got this. You have everything you need to get started. Do the work, and I'll see you in the next one.